With the NBA season wrapping up today, there are still 7 teams in the Western Conference that have not locked up their playoff spot. Utah at Minnesota is the most important game of the day, as PlayoffStatus.com gives the game a 267 importance factor out of 100. Minnesota clinches a playoff spot with a win, but if they lose, they'll have to go through the play-in. It's important to note that Anthony Edwards will be suspended for this game as he picked up his 18th technical foul 2 days ago. With a win tonight, the Denver Nuggets can lock up a playoff spot as well as a top 4 seed, getting them a home court advantage in round 1 of the playoffs. The Houston Rockets will most likely be resting their starters tonight as they have already locked up the 2 seed. Clippers at Warriors is a huge game as both of these teams are still fighting for a playoff spot. Whoever wins this game will lock up a playoff spot and the loser could potentially fall to the play-in. The Mavericks and Grizzlies are already locked into the play-in, however they're still fighting for seeding. The Kings can lock up the 9 seed with a win against the Suns today. This is the situation each team will be in with a win tonight. Starting with the Denver Nuggets, if they win, they'll clinch the 4 seed. With a win, the Clippers guarantee a top 5 seed, however, they could grab the 4 seed if Denver loses. The Warriors can skip the play-in and guarantee a 6 seed with a win. The Timberwolves have the highest range of possibility in seeding, however, their clinching scenarios are actually quite simple. If they win, they clinch the playoffs. If they lose, they have to go through the play-in. Timberwolves fans will have to pay attention to the Nuggets and Clippers games, as if they both lose, they could potentially get the 4 seed. If things goes the Grizzlies' way, they could potentially get the 7 seed and have home court advantage in the first game of the play-in. With a win, the Kings will clinch the 9 seed and have home court advantage against the Mavericks in the first play-in game. The Mavericks will need some help from the Suns if they want to get home court advantage against the Kings in the play-in. Moving on to what situation each team will be in if they lose. The Nuggets will still clinch the playoffs unless the Warriors and Timberwolves both win. The Clippers can still get the 5 seed if Minnesota or Denver lose. However, if they both win, the Clippers will be relegated to the play-in. As long as the Timberwolves also lose, the Warriors can still get a top 6 seed. If the Timberwolves lose, they'll be in the play-in against the Grizzlies no matter what. They could even fall to the 8 seed if Memphis also wins. The Grizzlies will be locked into the 8 seed no matter what if they lose, and they'll be playing any of the 4 teams above them in the play-in on the road. Even if they lose, the Kings can still get the 9 seed as long as Dallas also loses. Finally, if the Dallas Mavericks lose, they'll be guaranteed the number 10 seed. If you're a fan of one of the 7 teams fighting for seeding, then this graphic will tell you who you should be hate watching this afternoon. If your team wins and all the teams in their hate column lose, then you will get the highest possible seed.